the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Okay, break.
They start the drive with Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, contact, check. Traveler.
In motion left is Rice. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run again on first down, Lynch. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
19. Three. 60 Bobcat, trap 60. Buffalo 18.
To throw, McNabb. Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion right is Watkins.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Pat the street.
Now it's McNabb. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Come 19. 60 Maverick.
On first down, it's McNabb. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Riggs. 19 tight.
McNabb slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Lynch into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Here's the option. Running right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. They go play action. It's McNabb. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least 1 more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Watson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Watson on third down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Watson looks to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now Watson on third and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
McNabb's throw complete there to Rice. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. The slot man in motion right.
18, Pioneer. 19, right. Nothing, 19. Third.
A play fake. Now McNabb. That'll be caught by Rice. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Go, Reed, go. Hurry.
McNabb to throw. It's going to be caught by Moss. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Go check. Go check.
2nd down, McNabb. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now McNabb. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete. It's Gore. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watson's throw into the hands of Kirk. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go, Jack.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McNabb. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Taken from about the 12.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go. Check, contact, check, contact. Rig alert, rig alert.
They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Derrick Henry all alone and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Three.
In motion left is Rice.
Stephanie Ranger.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
19 tight. Check match.
To throw on second, McNabb. He'll check this down to Hines. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a first down throw, McNabb. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
First down, Bill.
Now a draw play for Gore. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, Bills! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Dolphins 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Seven Pirates.
On first down, it's McNabb. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's McNabb. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They're going to try and throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will have the Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go play action. It's McNabb eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's McNabb. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
40, 70.
McNabb. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.